Hi and welcome to this video. What I'm going to show today is how do you make a pie chart using JSON data coming from backend. Now I'm showing an application where you are seeing that on the left side there is a table. It basically is telling how a particular dealer is doing with his brand. So these are all the sales figures for each brand. What we now would like to do is how to make a pie chart out of it and see what portion of his revenues are coming up in the pie chart. Okay, so before moving into that, let me give a small overview of the application itself. So the application, I've built it in Tomcat using HTML5, CSS and JavaScript. Okay. So the basic HTML is out here, you see. All you have in the body is a table that you have already seen and area where we are going to put our pie chart. Currently it's just text out there, and the table, as you see, is the structure part is already here. We will go to a JavaScript file which I have in my JS folder. I'll show you what I've written there to populate this file. So in the JavaScript file, all I'm doing is on the window unload function, I'm calling a function called field sales table. Okay, so there I have this created a text file, text data in the form of a JSON. I'm not calling any backend as of now, but just to mimic that your data is coming in JSON format, I made this sample or example test data, whatever you say. In the next step, what I was doing was I was making it a JSON object. Then I'm calling that same table and looping through my JSON object and creating rows and filling up the cells. Okay, that's all I have done, and you are able to see that. Now we will quickly do something so that we can make a pie chart from this JSON data. Okay, so coming back to the Google Chrome browser, the first thing you have to do is we go to this Google site and copy the corresponding JavaScript file from Google. Okay, now I already have copied it in my index.html. I will just uncomment it out here. That's all you have to do on the HTML part, right? A couple of things we need to do on the JavaScript part. So let's go to the product.js. In the product.js, we have to add these two lines. Okay, so I will just uncomment them and comment out the old one because it's already getting called through this. All we have to do is when we are calling, we have to pass a data array to the Google API. So I've created an array out there. One important thing to note that is that will be a data array. So basically the sales, the brand and the sales numbers are going to go there, but the first row of that data array has to be the column names. Okay, it can be anything, but you have to give the column names. I lost quite some time because I was not giving it. Okay, so that's the first thing you do. Rest all remains same. All I have to do now is, after I've added the column names, now as I'm looping through the JSON data, I will just keep on adding the brand and the sales values to my array and just point to note here is I'm converting the sales since they're a string into integers. And then I would call a data chart, custom data chart function and pass the data array to init. So I've already written that. I'll just explain to you what I'm doing out there. So once it comes here, Google, you need to write this, give this call to this API. It creates a data table. And then once you make a chart, there are various options you can set into the chart, like the title, whether you look at it into 3D, the background color of the chart, the font size, and the area. I'm not very confident on how the area is operating, but I've given some numbers out here. Then you call this chart, we have called the div area where you are going to make the chart. Finally, you call the draw function of the chart, pass it the data that you have gathered and the options that you have given. Right? So I've done these changes. Let me quickly save it now. Okay, it's saved. Tomcat is synchronized. We will come back out here and let's rerun it. Wow, we have got a very nice pie chart out here. That's all about it. Hope it comes helpful to you. Thanks for watching.